All right, welcome back to the Beast Game Podcast, and today we're going to take a look at Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. This is an animated Warner Brothers film. A lot of those have been good. Some of them have not been great. But this one, thumbs up. It's directed by Jake Costarina. The writers are Marley Halpin-Gasser and James Tinian. And it stars Troy Baker, who you have the Kevin Conroy voice down. And I was surprised as I did not realize it was you. And the synopsis is, Batman, Batgirl, and Robin forge an alliance with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to fight against the Turtles' sworn enemy, the Shredder, who teams up with Ra's al Ghul in the League of Assassins. So that pretty much describes the whole story. So what happens is that there's a break-in at a science facility. Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, is in. She's as Barbara Gordon. So the Foot Clan break in. They're taken out by some mysterious figures that she thinks to be reptiles. She relays all that information back to Batman, who is trying to figure out what is happening. So again, Ra's al Ghul and Shredder have teamed up. Ra's al Ghul has a bigger plan. Shredder just wants the ability to lay in the Lazarus pit. During the whole course of at least the first part of the movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles try to stop another attack. I think it's at a Wayne facility. Batman shows up, obviously, square off against each other, trying to figure out who is this guy in a mask, why are these turtles fighting, and eventually they team up. So that's where I'll stop. And I will say, as I said at the beginning, this is a great, great animated movie. The whole premise is good. This pairs up well. And I think there's been a series of comic books about this, but I'm not the biggest comic book junkie. This one, again, it works so well. Combination of Batman, who is really smug, and then you have the Turtles. So Batman and Leonardo form a very good relationship where he's trying to teach Leonardo how to control himself and how to be a better fighter. And then you have Shredder and Ra's al Ghul. The League of Assassins is made up of ninjas. Batman used to be in the League of Assassins, taught by Ra's al Ghul. And then you have Shredder, who is considered mostly to be ninja-esque. This just works out so well. Arc of the story, it's great. And there was a point where I felt like at least some of the action scenes just went on a little too long. The acting in this is very top-notch, particularly with Troy Baker. For a lot of these DC animated movies, it's been a person named Kevin Conroy. If you heard or have seen some of those, you know his voice, and it's like, that is Batman. Troy Baker, who is a very accomplished, talented voice actor, he shows up in a lot of video games. He has his entire voice down. So I'm talking about Kevin Conroy's voice. At some point, I'm like, oh, you got Kevin Conroy for this. I'm like, he showed up for one of these lesser movies. Then I realized that it's Troy Baker. I'm like, this dude is super talented. This dude is great. And then you have all the lesser characters, and a lot of those are kind of made up of a lot of well-known cartoon voice actors. For all that, I'm going to give this an 8. This is one of the better DC animated movies to come out in a while. They hit a lot of good points with the Batman Bad Blood series. And then there were kind of a series of movies that just weren't very good. I think the last one might have been I want to say it had been the Superman movie. And then you also had the Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which, but I would watch this movie again. It gets an 8, and that's the Beast Game Podcast.